Hi, I'm Russ with the Chicago Apple User Group. Welcome to our YouTube channel and to this week's video. It's great to have you with us. Our apologies, we were not able to get out videos the last couple of weeks. We had battery problems with one of our computers. That has been fixed by Experiment Naperville. Thank you very much to them. And you're going to see them as one of our special guests at a future monthly meeting. I think you're going to like them a lot. They do really good service. This week's video is about a process called Handoff. Handoff allows you to start something, for example, an email or viewing a web page on one system, for example, your phone, and then finish it up somewhere else, for example, on your computer. This is extremely useful. So if you're starting something on one system and then you go home and you say, oh, I want to pick it up, no problem. You don't have to recreate it. There's an easy way to transfer it right away, and we're going to look at how to do it. We're going to look at both directions, from your phone to your computer and from your computer to your phone. The really good news, it's all free. All of the systems are built in. You have to turn a couple things on, not hard at all, and it works really well. So, with no further ado, let's look at how you can start using Handoff today. This is my iPhone, so let's take a look at how to set up Handoff. Tap Settings. And if you don't see the search bar, which is entirely possible, just scroll all the way and type Handoff. And you'll see down there at the bottom that Handoff is turned on. So again, the first step to make this work is you have to turn Handoff on. Second step is we have to have both systems, which is going to be this iPhone as well as the Macintosh, on the same Wi-Fi network, and that's going to be Netgear 01-5G. And then third, we have to have Bluetooth. And let me set this up so that this actually is connected, although you don't actually have to have it connected, I believe. I believe it just works if Bluetooth is on. And so those three things are all good. So let's take a look at that again in order. One is that Handoff has to be turned on, so you can do that. Number two is you have to be on the same Wi-Fi network, which in my case is Netgear 01-5G. And then number three is Bluetooth has to be on. So let's take a look at an example, and I'm going to create a new email message, start it here on the phone, and then finish it on the Macintosh. So here's my new message, and let me just make it to myself. Okay, and test, and since we know you can do text-to-speech on this, let me do this. This is an example of using Handoff on iOS to macOS. And let's say that I wanted to finish this on my Macintosh. Let's look at how to do that right now. So if you see over here on the lower left-hand side, there is a little email icon. You can see there are actually two of them. Here's the one on my Mac, here's the one on my iPhone, and it says, oh, this is from Russ's iPhone. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Okay, so you can see that, and it gives all of the information on it. So if I click on this, and again I'm on my Macintosh, it's going to open up that email exactly from where we left off. And the reason is I have the same settings here on my Macintosh as I have on my iPhone. So let's confirm that. The Wi-Fi network is Netgear 01-5G, so that's the same. Number two is Bluetooth, and Bluetooth is on. And then number three is I have to have Handoff set up, so let's take a look at that. Go to System Preferences and just type Handoff. Helps if you spell it. It's not Handoff, it's Handoff. Come on, Russ. And it's the very next to the very bottom one, so allow handoff between Mac and iCloud devices. So I started this on my iPhone, and I can finish it here on my Macintosh. Well, I hear you ask, what about going the other direction? And maybe not an email, so let me just quit out of that. Let's say I'm on this web page, and I wanted to see finish reading this on my phone. So let's say I'm looking at this and I'm running out the door. If Handoff is set up, let's take a look at how to see this web page on your phone via Handoff, which is really, really nice. So here's my iPhone. And you may be thinking to yourself, okay, well, we're going to transfer from that web page to the phone. But when we went the other direction, like when we did that little test email, there was a little icon on my Macintosh that said, hey, Russ, you started an email on your phone. Here's that little icon. Remember that one in the lower left-hand corner? Let's pick that up. Here, that web page is open, but there's no web page icon on my phone. How do I see it? You have to double click or double tap the home button, and then that's the same as the application switcher, so let's do that. And now do you see at the bottom where it says Safari Russell's Mac Pro 2? That's going to open up exactly that page. So let me hit that, and ta-da, it transfers from the Mac over to my phone. So we could do this in both directions, no problem. You can transfer all kinds of stuff actually from one to the other without needing anything more than just those three settings, which again are the same Wi-Fi network, Bluetooth enabled, and then Handoff turned on. I think you're going to wind up using this a lot, and it's really, really cool. The one kind of word of friendly warning is it doesn't always work, and that's almost always, in my case, user error. So for example, if I'm trying to transfer a web page, so I start looking at a web page on my computer and then go to my phone, if I'm not looking at the web page on my computer and I go look at something else like an Excel spreadsheet and then go over to do the handoff, it doesn't work. The handoff only works with the frontmost application, if that makes sense. So whatever you're doing, like I said, you can transfer from one to the other. Really nice, super quick, free, and very effective. I'm sure you're going to use this a lot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.